From the moment I understood the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me. I craved the strength and certainty of steel. I aspired to the purity of the blessed machine. Your kind cling to your flesh, as if it will not decay and fail you. One day, the crude biomass that you call the temple will wither, and you will beg my kind to save you. But I am already saved. For the machine is immortal. Even in death, I serve the Omnisire.
Hello and welcome everyone, I am C.S.Gilmore and this is Mechanicus. Warhammer 40k Mechanicus, to be, I guess, more specific. It's a turn-based strategy game with some other stuff in there. Great game. I haven't really done that much with the Heretic DLC, which I've recently acquired. So, I don't know exactly how that'll handle. But we're going to start a fresh game here. There are various settings. I'm just going to do normal for the sake of playing the game. I don't want to do Iron Man. Definitely going to enable the DLC. And we're going to keep the tutorial because I feel like it would be a good introductory to the game. Why is this customized difficulty thing? And if you want, you can really go to town and mix it up as to what's got what. So yeah, it gives you a lot of versatility for staying up initially, at least. It's also got a killer soundtrack. Like, seriously, look up Mechanicus soundtrack on YouTube or Spotify, whatever. First millennium, a time of darkness and war, the Imperial Man claims the whole galaxy in the name of the God Emperor. It fights an endless war against Xenos from without, heretics from within, and supernatural hordes from beyond. Alongside the Imperium's war fleets, the Adeptus Mechanicus. They are the tech priests of Mars, guardians and reclaimers of humanity's technology, ever searching for remnants of knowledge from man's glorious past, exploring the depths of the galaxy for worlds long lost to mankind. In the name of their machine god, they manufacture the Imperial war machines within gigantic foundries known as Forge Worlds. Gradually, the tech priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus shed their human weaknesses, replacing their limbs and organs with machinery that is both stronger and spiritually pure. Their leaders, the inscrutable Magi, protect the Forge Worlds and explore the farthest corners of the galaxy with their cohorts of Skitarii troops. It is a time of warfare, tragedy, and portents of doom. Across this benighted galaxy, the Adeptus Mechanicus are one of mankind's last defenses against a new dark age, or perhaps they will be the ones to hasten its dawn. An echo in the neosphere, Magos, an old transmission lost in the warp and recovered only now. Is it worthy of our attention? The Great Divide torments the galaxy. The resources of the Adeptus Mechanicus are stretched thin. I don't remember the Great Divide being a theme when this game originally came out. I feel like they must have updated it to account for some more of the recent lore. Because the Cicatrix Maledictum, big rift through the universe of reality and whatnot, yeah, that wasn't a thing, I believe, when this game originally came out. And a lot less was known about the Necrons. I could be remembering wrong as when this exactly came out in comparison to all that. We are weaker than ever. Though the Imperium at large knows it not, this represents an unknown but possible key to victory. An opportunity to restart, perhaps avert the ill fate that has befallen us. The transmission's origin is Silva Tenebris, part of the Amisus Solaris, within Ultima Segmentum. Search the rolls, Reditus? I'm not sure how to say it. Gather them. 4 months later. 4 months later. Resic. Whoever finds this transmission and follows me here, give thanks that you will see what I have seen, but be wary, my fellow seekers of knowledge. Whatever lies beneath this world, I fear, I hope, I have broken it. I came to this world to investigate its ruins, but I found so much more. Terrors, yes. Threats to body and soul, but by the Messiah, I found such wonders. This is the last transmission of Magos Resic. He vanished while on an explorator mission to investigate Xenos structures on Silva Tenebris. Schiavola? Hypothesis, he found something. Our mission on this world is to ascertain any Xenos presence, and if we find it, eliminate it as a threat to the Imperium. The opening of the Great Divide means we can call on no additional support from the Forged Worlds. We must achieve this with the troops and resources we bring with us. Benefit analysis. Peace for sector. Knowledge for mankind. +++ potential. +++ opportunity. An opportunity to destroy the works of the Xenoscivola, not appropriate them. Themysciran manuscripts verse 619. What the enemy built, let it be made asunder, for to us it will be as a house of sand and knives. Magi, we are approaching the target coordinates. Figured I should voice these ones. Rescue Warcraft state. That doesn't good. Weapon cache might need to avoid any sort of fog. Ah, great. It's gone rogue once more and initiate. All my stuff broke. But that's why I was reading. There sounds like all my stuff broke. Location: Eastern Fringe, planet Silva Tenebris. Exiting the There she is. Temperate climate, atmosphere standard, breathable. My Skitari troops should be able to operate down there without trouble. Are they ready to make landfall? As soon as we are in a stable orbit, Magos. Administratum records indicate a single colony, St. Eckhard's Hope, on the surface near the Xenos ruins. No contact recorded in 2 centuries. Colony presumed failed. The Skitari will deploy to the surface near the ruins along with a team of tech priests under my direct command. I shall monitor them from the command throne on board. Servoskull, Reditus, will serve as my eyes on the surface. We make landfall at once. Yes, Magos. I'll set up a forward command post. Resek's transmission looked like it came from underground. We'll secure any entrances to an underground structure so your tech priests can begin the exploration. Agrelek sector located. This tomb reeks of stale, dusty antiquity. Its once stern architecture is littered with debris and tarnished with the patina of age. Here and there, fissures in the structure cast feeble light over cracked and tarnished metal. The tomb was once brutalist and oppressive, as if designed to crush the spirits of its inhabitants. It is no less intimidating now, but instead of evoking a merciless guiding intelligence, it speaks only of decline and of death. This place seems abandoned at first glance. As the exploratory troops move through its hushed corridors, the ancient dust stirs, and something long dead begins to take on facsimile of life. Going by our fragmentary information, it looks like a buried tomb structure. Then the sword of the Omnissiah is ready to fall. We deploy immediately. Let secrets of this world equal 0. I counsel caution, Magos Vestinius. Our purpose should be here to destroy the threat of the alien, not to bask in its blasphemy. Aphorisms of the Logic Saints, 791. In the presence of the Xenos lies the invisible miasma of corruption. Destruction is not possible from orbit, Videx. The structure is too deeply buried. And Skeovola, I have no intention of plundering whatever trinkets I can find from this place. So there's like 4 endings to this game, as I recall. Maybe a 5th secret ending. I know there's a secret mission at least, or several secret missions. The exploratory unit of tech priests is inside the tomb and ready to proceed, Magos. There is no telling what we will find. My men will hold the perimeter in case of the unexpected. It would be folly to commit our whole manpower to the unknown, especially when the potential of a moral threat exists that the Skitarii are less able to withstand. I have the greatest respect for my Skitarii, but they are still far from the ascension their tech priest affords. I agree, Subdomna. I shall lead the mission in person from the command room. Servoskull Reditus shall be my eyes and ears on the ground. Omnissiah be praised. Wirkle. So just some interesting tidbits here. What is this? The Adeptus Mechanicus are a curious breed. They explore and interact with machines they do not fully understand. Okay, they'll give some of this. Within this tutorial, you'll have to explore the interface to discover what to do. Like a true tech priest, you must experiment in order to learn. We'll help you out this one time. Left mouse button, also known as L and B, click on the adjacent room to move. So just to go here for a second, settings, key bindings. Thankfully, they're really easy and you can adjust them, which is very nice. What's really important here is the spacebar for Neosphere view. That's how you discover a lot of secrets in this game, as I recall. You can just, hold spacebar, changes the look. It's nice to be able to change the look and give different feel for it. But also, it can be fun. And right now, beginning of the game, you're not going to see anything really different very likely. But later on, we'll start seeing some things actually come up. So the main part of the game is you pick a mission. This is the tutorial, so we're already got into the mission. You go from room to room. You usually get multiple choice events. And then you'll also have combat encounters, which go to a separate map. And then you have turn-based combat. But this game's got a fun story. As I recall, I wonder if they fixed it or not, but when I played it originally and played through it, It was fairly new at the time, and the scaling did not scale very well. There was a lot of early game, very hard. End game, I may have murdered the ever-living daylights out of the final boss with hardly any trouble at all. So I'm curious to see if that changed. Also, I don't know, like, is that Heretic DLC? Could add some things. The Adeptus Mechanicus. This universe, grimdark. Nothing, don't expect happiness. Like, a lot of my troops are going to be servitors. Literally, probably convicts. But convicts could cover a very wide bar of infractions. Some very minor. That basically have been lobotomized and turned into semi-robots, android-ish type things. That, because it's heresy, or to have a full robot as AI or the abominable intelligence, due to a historic event in the game, in the world universe history, where AI may have rebelled against humanity and caused some major problems that led to the initial decline in humanity's hold on the galaxy. There's other alien races. In this game, we'll be dealing with the Necrons. Think Egyptian robots, Terminator type stuff. That's a way more complicated setup there. They were not originally robots-ish type things. I'll probably get into it over time. But there is so much, it would be hard to cover it in any reasonable amount of time, especially seeing here like this. I won't move on. These Xenos hieroglyphs, I know of them. They are my Endurers Necrons, mysterious, ill-researched, corruptive. Also, I mentioned there's like 4 endings. You can basically choose to be a heretic using alien tech and whatnot, which is a big no-no. Or you can choose to be more of a purist, which means don't touch heresy, don't touch xenotech, even to the detriment of your, well, everything. Grimdark also sometimes tends to be grimdirt. They're stupid at times, like something, oh yes, this would be really good. But sometimes there's also reasons why they have that policy, because alien tech has a bad tendency to do horrible things to you. And it... yeah, I don't even know where to start with the lore. So much. Eresis. This could be a rare sample of the Necron language, Magos. We have barely any knowledge of it. Collecting data from this obelisk could move our understanding of the language ahead for the first time in centuries. Sorry, he just had that kind of look to him. I felt like he needed a little more of an eccentric. This is a work of the alien Magos. Codex Fulminitus 83.12. Show caution and scorn in all things. Sometimes tech priests will feed back important information about what they encounter in a room. These situations will require you, or our commander, to make decisions. There will be consequences, so choose wisely. Hopefully they've improved on this system. As I recall, the initial system for some of this was kinda not great. And some things that you'd be like, yes, this makes sense, and then it would be like, you died. It's like, why did that get that result? Hopefully they fix that, I don't know. We'll find out. Head is an obelisk-like object covered in what can only be described as hieroglyphic symbols. It almost reaches the tall ceiling of this chamber. Okay, I could examine the inscriptions on the obelisk. Destroy the obelisk, gaze the money into the alien and must fall. Or, secure, check the surrounding chambers for potential dangers. Let's do that. We're detecting a massive energy spike from inside the tomb. Thank the Omnissiah, no one was close enough to be hit by the radiation. But something's happening in there. Something huge. row. Noctilus source detected, also known as Blackstone. Request collection immediate. The cohort searches the chambers adjoining the obelisk's location. They find a few pieces of wreckage made from exotic materials and are gathering them with the obelisk suddenly splits open, bathing its chamber in radiation. It appears there is something else. There is also something inside the obelisk. Alright, so Blackstone's like a currency in this game. We'll use it for basically everything? Lots of stuff that we'll need. Nothing there. And we've got us a combat. Necrons. Rezek did encounter them after all. No wonder he didn't make it off this planet. Every datum we have says they are as deadly as they are inhuman. The cohort encounters resistance in the form of Xenos constructs, not flesh and blood creatures, but artificial bodies that move with precision and coordination. Alright, exercise extreme caution. We're going to charge in too heedlessly, lest the tricky of the alien be our downfall. Follow the established combat engagement protocols. It shall be done by the book. The aggressive stance of the tech priest ensures they will not be outmaneuvered, but risks their running headlong into the fire of the enemy. So it looks like I get some options as to basically, probably this will be safe distance with cover, basic startup point with a bit of like engagement really soon, or be stupid and running close. Though depending on how you do it, that could be good or bad depending. Let's do by the book. Combat will be joined according to the long-established tenets of the Adeptus Mechanicus, for good or ill. So some combats, not all combats will give you that, like, speech beforehand options on how to set up, but some of them will give you, like, little indicators like that, and depending what choice you make beforehand, could affect how the ultimate, like, setup of the combat is, or what you are up against. Xenos form detected. Confirmed. Reditus cogitators now function for synthetic forms. Overwhelming excitement. Finally, we can study the standard construct Necron warrior. Weak spots detected. Plus none equals concerning. I wonder about the symbols emblazoned on their torsos. It must... Do not underestimate. Gauss weaponry highly volatile. This is true. I've heard our brothers and sisters of Mechanicus have lost their lives trying to solve the mysteries of these Xenos weapons. Approach with caution. It is also double-checking cogitators, widely known that they will plus self-repair, plus reanimate, or plus reconstruct themselves if left the time to do so. Wounds that would instantly kill a Skitarii are the equivalent to a Class C Graze 2 Necrons. Kill all enemies. Yeah, they have a really high repair system. It can be actually problematic. Oh, whoops. I forgot to plug my computer in. I think my battery's killed. How slow that's going, because that seems weird. Let's fix that. Yep, there we go. Now we're talking. At the start of every fight, you must decide the location of your units on the field of battle. You can only place units on the highlighted squares. Click on a square to place a unit. Alright. We've got two... Apprentice Jeremiah and Magos Menarius. So we got two tech priests. That's actually pretty good. Necron Warrior and Necron Warriors. These are the basic enemies. You can zoom in and out a bit. Don't have a neosphoric change of view. I think we're in the neosphoric view right now. Let me see. How do I want to hit? hit them exactly? Do I do 1-on-1 or 2-on-1 and then work from there? You go there. Wait, your range. You've got a range and a weapon for melee. So you go here. And let's start the battle. Two damage, okay. Move a unit, left click within the blue outline surrounding your unit, then you can confirm the movement. To decline movement, simply right mouse button, click anywhere. Alright, I could go here, grab some cogitation. You can use the servo skull to just grab a cogitation as well, but I could also use it to reveal some enemy statistics, which would be useful. Because every enemy has their own unique little quirks, usually like one armor type or another. So it's usually good to check your enemies before you shoot them, just to figure out what type of weapon will work best. This is your servo skull, the skull of a faithful servant of the Omnisci, augmented to be a useful companion. Every tech beast has their own servo skull. Servo skulls are very helpful in combat. In cognition point collection, select the enemy to find out its battle statistic. Alright, reveal. Okay, that one's got energy on it. You've revealed the statistic stats of this enemy, and knowing your enemy's stats will greatly increase your chances of success. Servo skulls reveal hit points, physical armor, and energy armor statistic. You can then decide what weapon types work best. Yep. Okay. I guess I should maybe just let the game explain things, because it seems to want to do that. So this one has energy armor. That means this gun does physical. Okay, so this gun should work fairly well against it. Let's go here. Well, let's not get too close though, because I don't want to get in trouble. You've used all possible actions for this unit. There's nothing more you can do this round. Burn and turn. Got it. Alright. Now this one, let me try something here. If I move here, and then you would be so kind as to go grab a cognition point for me. Alright, I can actually use that to move further. Orange movement outline. Confirming the movement, we'll use that. Yep. That's just one use of cognition points, is to go further than you normally could movement-wise. In adjacent square to enemy, you're unable to use your ranged weapons as they're too dangerous to use at close range. Yep. Basic game standards. Smack. One damn. Getting the valuable information tech priests are harvesting. There are several ways to collect CP. The fastest way is moving your tech priest close to the resource of a CP. There are many other ways, like I just did with my servo skull. And you also get some from, yeah, first time you knock down an enemy if your tech priest right there. Unicorns aren't easy to kill. Self-repair, knit back together, dismembered limbs and gave you wounds. Yeah, it's a cool thing. The reanimation protocol. When Necron is in the reanimation protocol, they're unable to fight but will return to fighting condition soon. Dealing any amount of damage to the Necron in this protocol state will destroy them indefinitely. So, I'll have to wait till next turn, but I really should finish that one off. Because you do not want to be... You don't want your enemy to get the advantage on you like that. It's bad. Alright. So, what's the range on that? Hard to say. Alright, I'll just pause. I'll just stop here for now, I think. Yep. Okay, so yeah, if you hold space, you still go into the neosphoric view. It can be useful for highlighting things in the terrain and whatnot. Battle goes on. This will help at the start of every round. You'll need a cognition point. Yep. Servitors. I'm a good spot to drop any of you right now. I'd rather use the cognition points for other things. That said, servitors do hold some helpful traits, but yeah, no, I'll hold off for now. 2 more damage there. Okay. Alright. How best to do this? You finish that one off. No D back. Yeah, but have I really? It's more of it just, it went away. Not dead, per se, as much as located to a better spot to repair. Because, you know, why not? Right. Yorgo. Range 15. Oh, hey. It had physical armor. Nice. And I guess just because it was down, they assumed you're gonna have it dead. Mission over. Nice. All Xenos life forms purged. Your cohort's hit point amount carries over from each fight within a mission, keeps in mind when exploring tomb, and look out for opportunities for repair. Yeah, good luck with that. Nice thing is, the CP I had collected, which I'm glad I collected as much as I did, also carries over. That'll be very useful. Hypothesis formulation. Get sarcophagi, coffins, burial places, structural purpose, designation, tomb. In the chambers ahead are several groups of structures, like upright coffins of an unknown material. Ignore. Do not tarry to observe the works of the alien. Press on and avoid any distractions. Ensure you observe your surroundings carefully. Detailed pick grabs and readings may be the key to success. Or, make sure you destroy any structure that looks suspicious. It's worth pausing in advance to do harm to the Xenos abominations. Cool. Let's do that. The tech priests open fire on the sarcophagi. The structures prove all but impermeable to normal small arms fire, but components of the strange Necron materials are stripped away and can be salvaged by the cohort for examination and repurposing. Yeah, hopefully that'll also prevent enemies coming up behind me. Well, I'm full up on CP. I can only have 4 at a time right now. I think later on in the game you can get so you have more. Here we go. After exploring the chamber for several minutes, a tile underfoot clicks. The sound of whirring energy builds up around your troops. A quick omnispec scan reveals you're surrounded on all sides by Xenos life. They portaled in. Yay. Kill all enemies. Alright, well I've got a really good source of CP if I were to need it. Question now is, how best to focus my fire? Let's go with you here. And you can go here. Okay, start. Battle. Wait. Let me drop the servitor in there. Move you back 1. And drop the servitor in there. Move you back there. Hopefully that means the servitors will draw fire instead of my tech priests. since the Necrons are going first. Receive damage? Yes. I also get a CP point, because servitors are basically just used for research purposes. Knowing damage angles, projectile speeds, and other useful combat information to use later against their enemies. When servitors are in combat. Yeah, basically, just imagine that, like, these tech priests, these magoses or whatever, are, like, cognitively, electronically linked up to all these other units they're controlling. Alright, that gave me a lot of damage. Oh! Ow! 2 types of units to control: tech priests, the 2 units you've already commanded, or troops, such as the one which you've just deployed. Troops are your servants and cannon fodder. They don't have access to as many weapons and skills as tech priests, however they are useful and should not be overlooked. Yes, good cannon fodder. Go over there. So yeah, the cannon fodder isn't as capable, but that doesn't mean they aren't useful. Alright, shall we reveal your stats? Energy shield, huh? Great. How about I shoot you then? Okay. So they're too far away to do that. Well, I'll burn a CP to get a bit closer then. Shall I? Hi. Say hello to my little friend. And that round. Okay, my best move would be move to there. Then move to there. Plug him in the face. Eradicated! This is Sparta! If it wasn't a kid. Yeah. Either way, effective. You're out of my range. Oh, wait, no. I'm looking at my servitor, not... Hi. Say hello to my little friend. Alright. Tutorial's being nice to me and giving me armor in a way that is working out really nicely. All Xenos life forms purged. Alright, we have the final room. This symbol represents a location of significance, importance to your mission. Entering these rooms brings you closer to the end of the mission. And sometimes, as much as it irks me not to always explore the whole area, there are some levels where it will probably be best not to, because while it doesn't really show up in the tutorial, there will be a bar of like awakening level for the overall campaign. And when that bar hits 100%, if I am not already done it, I get forced into the final combat scenario, whether I'm ready or not. So it's always important to do things in the missions to keep the Necron's awareness or awakening level down. Negative signs of hostile forces seeking permission to proceed with data collection protocols. Confirmed. Permission authorized. Acknowledge, Magos. Protocol begins. What is primary focus, sire? Knowledge of Necron forces, numbers, defenses, locations. Any form of data on how many remain on this rock. Secondary source, the purpose of this tomb. Why was it built? Interface devices all but eroded. There is one device that may hold answers, but Necron data looms are incomprehensible to Imperium Archaeotech. This might take a while. Idea, Magos. If I may take host of this priest, I could be of assistance. Approved. Neosphoric interfacing complete. Hard to decipher purpose. List of suggestions. Magos plus deconstruct device plus activate switch mechanisms plus learn Necron language and return later. What will it be, sire? Always so meticulous with your list, Inquisitor. Engage on Xenos mechanisms, although I detest to do so. The promises of rewards are too great to ignore. Having to lower ourselves to the Xenos' learnings may be the only way to reach the Archaeotech we seek. Protocol updated. Confusion, neosphoric interference. Disconnect at once! Purged. Reset. Neosphoric disconnect complete. Possible scrap code. Will fragment now. Fragmenting. Sarah, we have unfavorable issues to deal with. Requesting Dominus input. Fragmenting. Explain. As Tech Inquisitor Scivolia left silently, my cogitators glitched. Augmentations entered sporadic reaction protocols and have fried vital sign regitories. Unclear of full damage report. Necron device is now activated, sire. Fragmenting. 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 Frag. Move yourself from the Neosphere, Scivola. Reditus, report. The tomb is waking, sire. Reports from Skitarii cohorts across the planet note that tremors vex their locals. Locales, I think is how that one's supposed to be pronounced. We've lost contact with the Skitarii that were covering the entrance to this tomb. We can hear noises of approaching forces. Improve protection protocols. Load weapons and ready for what is to come. You must face the Xenos.
I wake with the turning of aeons. Stars yet burn, life yet blossoms. Is it truly time?
So, really cool thing here. You may have noticed, tech priests aren't using language in their... like, they aren't speaking English, even though they have lines, which I've been reading. That's because tech priests, especially the higher ranking ones, tend to speak in binaric, or other various machine cant. Neosphoric communication, that sort of thing. So they're all, the reason their voices are all garbled and whatnot is because they're not speaking English, or High Gothic, whatever. They're not speaking the common language, basically. Meanwhile, this alien just spoke in perfect English. You may be asking, how? Necrons have stupid tech, like MacGuffins upon MacGuffins of tech, one of which is universal translators. So, they can speak whatever they want and be understood and understand. So that's why we hear them in English. And it's a really cool feature that they put into this game, that we get them in English like that because they're speaking to us and we can understand them. Thrones of Mars, what was that? An omnilinguistic transmission, Magos. It seems these mute constructs are not the only inhabitants of this structure.
What is this? Flesh and steel combined. A mockery of both. Their every footstep a blasphemy. What manner of galaxy is this into which I have awoken?
Principal Xenos, war form sighted. Exotic energy signatures past sensor range. Designate Xenos Abominatus. High value target confirmed. The hunt is on. What are your orders, Magos? So we could probably fall back, get the tech priest out of there, just abandon the mission basically. The cohort reaches a large chamber beneath the first layers of the Xenos ruins. Bridges stretch from balancing platforms, barely holding themselves together, while rubble falls from the high walkways like breadcrumbs, escaping into the abyss below. Stand ground. Annihilate the Xenos filth with righteous fury, or capture. Contain the Xenos and return it to Castos Metallicum intact, so it can be vivisected and studied. If that was not probably a heresy already. Necrons, remember reanimation protocol? This would not be the first time that tech priests have tried to study them. They take a bunch of parts and then found out that they got back up while no one was looking and murdered everyone within the entire secured base or wherever they were being studied. So, no capture. I'm not going to fall back. We're going to stand ground and kill this guy. Or at least damage him to the point that he ends up getting sent back to take out of the current campaign because he's going to be preparing for a long time. Are you certain, Magos? It is in keeping with the doctrines of the cult Mechanicus, but I do not believe we have the firepower to defeat this foe.
Insects. This galaxy is infested with vermin.
Yep, we're gonna fight him. I am fairly confident I should be able to take him out. Void Admiral Apply what you have learned so far and strive to attain victory. The 31st millennium is brutal. You may lose this battle, but not the war. In Mechanicus, there are many alternate paths to discover. Yep. And yep. Alright. So we've got Necron Warrior over there, Necron Warrior over there. And this dude. So. Options, options, options. I can turn the map. Let's see here. Yeah, no other enemies. Looks like this is going to be it. Best approach, best approach. Point range of 8 on that. I have to get really close to that guy, which is not good. Alright, we'll put Servitor here. You can go here. You can go here. Yeah, I'll go for... Actually, let's step you back 1. Just because I have the suspicion he might reach me. Alright. Start battle. Come and get me.
I sailed the void for 1,000 years. I fought the war in heaven. What can you do to strike fear in one such as I?
And move on. Here he comes. Where are you going, man? Okay, you're good. Go over there. All right, you do you. I'm gonna move my servitor over here. And that. Okay. Let's reveal his stats. Right now he has physical armor. Ugh. So this gun's, and it's really good physical armor. So this gun is useless. In that regard, better to focus on trying to take out his little friends. Question is, can I position myself in a way that won't give me trouble? Or could I position myself in a way where I could get a line of fire on this guy? Let's see. 1, 2. No, let's let him come to me. And also, I recommend saving your game. That's good. Clear out these old game saves. I probably should have thought to do this before I started everything. Yeah, there's a lot more in here than I thought. Deleting everything. Alright, we'll keep that. New save. Just for the sake of ease. There we go. Okay, I have one energy weapon here. I need to get a line of fire on him. Did that block you from being able to get that far? Okay. Well, if I go this way, I could grab this cognition point. Get you closer. Question then is, should I take out, should I focus on him, or should I focus on his friend there? Options. Let's move you back one. Reveal the stats on that guy, would you? Energy shield. 3 hit points. Okay, no matter what, he will die from me shooting him, actually. So, well, wait, no. Small potential heal. Now, there we go. Knocked him down. Okay. If I'm lucky, he'll go for, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he'll hopefully go for my servitor and not for me. Then move you up to here. Enter.
How dare these wretched things stand before the void Admiral of Cesaragon?
He's gonna change his armor. Got it. Obliterated my poor little servitor. Don't worry, troops are cannon fodder designed to protect your tech priest from enemy attacks. Without tech priest, your mission will fail. Yay! Okay, but probably not how that was delivered. Or should have been delivered. Alright. Be around here. How best to deal with you? Shot to the face. How about? Nice crit damage. And have you fall back a bit. I don't want you getting crossfire, getting sandwiched between those two enemies. And turn. You should go up here and finish this down. Oh no, he died. Grab that cognition, please. Alright, if I do this carefully. I'll use one cognition point to move down, but not worth burning my last cognition point there, because I need that last one to call in another servitor. So, end my turn. Also, as you can see, I couldn't send out my servo skulls this turn. That's because you can only send out one per. You can only send out the servo skulls like every other turn. Like, if you use them, it takes a turn for them to recharge, I guess would be a better way to put it. Alright, one servitor, please.
When my fleet sails once more, vermin like you shall be strung from my prow.
Interesting. Alright, so I'll back to physical. Gonna nuke my little servitor. Alright. Best scenario here. You can't do anything. Go collect me some cognition, please. And take a few steps back around the corner. How about? Actually, it would be useful to still shoot him, because it'll build up my this little gauge at the bottom for the machine spirit. Now that it's full, it'll do +1 damage next time I do shoot with it. So that would be really good, actually. Alright, you're here. Go to here. Blast him with that. Nice, 5 damage. I'm getting some good damage rolls on that. Use your servo skull, grab some more cognition. And let's get you positioned a little bit better. Because I could basically just swap out cognition there. Yeah, I'll get a chance to drop a servitor in between them and turn. Okay, servitor, cannon fodder, please. Yes, I need you right about. Let's put you right here, shall we? That way he doesn't go too far.
Do not think to challenge us, we who killed our gods.
True. They did. Long story. Tons of lore. Really fun. Well, actually, a little over pronounced though. They didn't technically kill them. They broke them in itty bitty pieces. Oh, now that's just rude. Well, that's not good. Hopefully, he doesn't get an attack of opportunity on me, because he already used his weapon this round. Yes. Yes. Gain buffed weapon, yep. Machine spirit card. A different rate, this is shown underneath the weapon's icon. Yeah. Oh, mine's all powered up. Oh, come on. Nice. Okay, move forward so you can get that game. Fire. Right. Not ideal. Not ideal. I have to use cognition to get another cognition point. It doesn't pay off. Enter. You, on the other hand, I need to get you to him. Okay. If I run you here, grab that cognition, you can then grab that cognition on the way by. It might be enough to make it work. Burn one. Burn another, grab that cognition. Not great. Ooh, wait. Actually, that would be great, because the machine spirit is charged with this one. It mobilizes the target. According to that, anyway. And I believe that was charged up for a machine spirit attack. Now you're gonna step back. And I don't have anything else I can do. See if that actually did anything. It should have immobilized it.
Can you hear the trembling of the stars? Can you feel the whole galaxy's terror?
Oh, dramatic. A little bit. Are we? Okay, swap physical armor. Yes, he didn't move. Which means no attacky for you. Ahaha. Okay. I don't have a good setup here for doing any damage right at the moment. Unless I do that. And send you over here to grab that. And we're just gonna end our turn here. And you are gonna come up here and nuke this guy in the face with a +2 damage modifier. Critical hit. Then you are going to go grab that. And you are going to go step back a little bit because no getting in the line of fire of that guy, please, thank you. And turn. I've got one cognition, which is enough to drop a servitor in between me and him. My last servitor. Go here, please. Done.
In time, when the South Tech Dynasty rules, you will beg Lord Cesaragon to erase you from existence, so your suffering might end.
Sotec. I don't remember which one that was and what their other major characters might have been. Energy shield. Yeah, you do that. Ah, look at that. My servitor's gonna come in and punch you in the face too. Sucks people. All 1 point of damage. Alright, and I'm not gonna risk the attack of opportunity. You're just gonna stand there. And I don't want you to die before you serve as a proper meat shield. Thank you. Why can't I get an angle on? There we go. Okay, I have to go up here. And fire. And turn. Last cognition point, but I'll be able to get in and take a swing. Worth it. And once again, fingers crossed, no attack of opportunity. It will warn me if there was one, I guess. So we're good. And turn. So yeah, this game you definitely have to use strategy.
What becomes of your wretched forms? When again I meet your kind, your ships shall be crushed like your bodies.
That's nice, mister. How many lines do you have? I guess we're not gonna find out, because you're good, guys. Oh, you didn't even kill my servitor. I'm actually surprised. I don't think I can do any damage to you, sadly. So, let's delay your turn. End of the initiative queue, you cannot delay a unit's turn more than once. Yeah, still. We'll delay it for now and see how that plays out. Going to grab that. Actually, I should have grabbed one further away. That was my bad for not thinking of that better. Well, and turn. You, on the other hand, don't need to wait. You can just blast it. One more point in your toes, mister. Be a real shame. Grab that cognition point, just so that I don't waste my servo skull. Enter. And you need to stay there to be my meat shield, so just take a swing just for the kicks and giggles. Yep, damage removed, as expected. Now he should change to energy shielding, and he's basically dead. Oh! As reap. Ow. I am so glad that did not kill you. Did not anticipate a reach weapon. Alright. How to make this work. You can't reach it. You could hit him. What if I sent you this way? Yeah, okay, grab that. Go up here, grab that. Please finish him off, would you? I have to use one more cognition pointer to be able to get into a line of fire. You know what? It is what it is. Finish him, please. Oh, so close. Back up. This is a tough one. Because you're probably going to not live through that. I wouldn't have enough to shoot it at that point. How close can I get? Not close enough. Okay. Well, that's a problem. Guess I'll shoot your buddy. No, not good at all. Get to cover. And turn. Nice thing is I get to grab that CP right away. This is bad. Oh, wow. Not as bad as I anticipated. Because I know that guy can't do nearly enough damage. Pain I find wisdom. Sure, you tell yourself that. But I can't do anything to you either. Because that's not great. I'm just going to use you to grab a cognition point. Because I'm going to need all of them I can get. I can't get past him and shoot that guy. So we're just going to back off. +1 damage. If I did a perfect hit, I could kill it. I might as well try. Nope. Alright, not worth using the cognition to move there. Your turn. Come over here, grab this cognition, kill him. Because you very much can and will kill him now with this shot. Say goodbye. Boom. Have fun being reconstituted somewhere else. I hope you suffer major brain injuries as a result. Of course, it sounded kind of like you might have already a little bit. The Necrons have a problem with that. They've been in kind of a not cryostasis. No, maybe cryo. They've been in a stasis situation for a ridiculously long amount of time. And some of them, when they wake up, have problems. Like, so their leadership are a little kooky because they've spent a little too long out, and their systems have been damaged, and they've kind of gone insane. Some of them more so or less so. Some of them seem to be fully functional. It varies a little bit. It's a really interesting setup though, because you get some fun quirks, and you have to wonder sometimes, was that their personality, or did they have something else to, or was it something damaged that led to them behaving that way? And some of them seem to be perfectly fine, but hard to say. All the life forms purged. Boss fight complete. We beat the tutorial boss. Report, Capra. Well, we got the squad out alive, Magos. That has to count as a victory under the circumstances. We encountered a Necron war form of capability well beyond our expectations. Yes, I do not need to hold my emotional engrams. However, battle one is not a success. We will eventually face losses on this mission. When this happens, we press on, beyond our failures, to reach success. And there is something else. The reanimation. The Necrons are waking up. It started when Restek stumbled on the tomb, but our arrival is accelerating the process. That obelisk may have been a form of intruder alarm, and now the sarcophagi in the tomb are starting to open. Then we no longer enjoy the luxury of time. Whatever we do on Silva Tenebris, it must be done before the Necrons awaken completely. We do not even know yet how far the tomb complex extends. We are under the gun then. Omnissiah preserve us if our duty is ever easy. I return sorrow and despair from my emotional pores, but I see they lack the logic to determine decision-making. Instead, I choose to quarantine them and adjust our approach. The word of the Omnissiah teaches us that when one method fails, another must be sought, until all are exhausted. Then what are your orders, Magos? The Skitarii will explore the tomb chamber by chamber, and maintain a foothold. My tech priests will be deployed to achieve crucial objectives and respond to crisis. Time may be a factor, but our mission can only be achieved with the thoroughness of a full deployment. I shall mobilize the Skitarii immediately, Magos. Opportunity detected. Leader forms of Necrons rarely, never observed. Potential of +++ intelligence on Necrons, added to some total of human knowledge. Imperative. Focus on acquiring artifacts. Intelligence data from. Hold your blasphemous tongues, Gevola. You counsel the abandonment of our very souls? Life of Archmagos Borosis, Appendix 9. Our only objective should be death to the alien and all his works. All else is deviance from the Omnissiah Creed. If intelligence gain equals true, then go to victory. Aphorism retrieval. To face an enemy unknown is to fight in the dark. Better in ignorance than in heresy. I return frustration at your conflict and choose to experience it. There will be bloodshed enough on Silva Tenebris without the Magi coming to blows. In our purpose we are united. This is the will of the Omnissiah. And it shall be done. So I could choose to side with Videx by doing all his missions. And I'll do, like, basically do the purist run. Or I could choose to side with, the more computery guy. And he ends up down the more heretic run. I probably will do that one more just for fun, but it's... I don't know. It's like, lore-wise, the purist run is probably the most accurate, but the heretic run is still a possibility, and still technically lore accurate as potential. Yes, it shall be done. I have to decide. I'm not quite sure which one I want to go with. Or we might end up going to do something else ending-wise. Depending on how things play out, I don't know. Because I've heard, yeah, there are at least 4 endings, maybe 5. Magos! The readings from the Too Much Troubling the Skitarii have been monitoring the structure we uncovered, and what they have found gives me grave concern. Explain, xenobiologist. Xenobiologist. The Necron construct forms are waking up. It seems Magos the Rassic accidentally began the process, and our intrusion into the structure hastened it. These Necron reanimation protocols are continuing in the tomb we entered, and from the energy spikes across the region there are other structures yet to be uncovered. My plan for the exploration of Silva Tenebris will locate these structures and contain the constructs within. That may not be enough, Magos. I have detected a repeating pattern in the reanimation protocols, and the rate of the Necrons are awakening. They are speeding up. Can you be certain? The Necrons are machines. Machines act according to patterns and programs. If the reanimation protocols continue to accelerate, they will fully awaken every Necron on this planet in 264 hours. Given the extent of the buried structures, that will constitute a Necron army beyond this mission's ability to contain. I see, then our time here is limited. Strategic calculations indicate time spent deployed on missions will affect the overall number of missions we'll be able to deploy. I will send Skitarii scouting parties to discover other tombs and create forward positions for your high-priority missions, sire. If the surround Silva Tenebris is not assessed and eliminated before full reanimation is reached, we will be forced to abandon the planet. Look at the top left of the screen. Oh, you can't see that. I have my camera in the way. Oops, I'll have to adjust that. Either way, it's just a little bar graph with percentile. I'll find a better spot for my camera later. Look at the top left corner screen. This is the Necron Awakening meter. This shows you how many Necron tombs have awoken on Silva Tenebris. Try and gather as much information and tech before reaching 100%. I fear they are right. I feel fear too. This is part of my humanity. I have chosen to reclaim. But I can coordinate in my neural vaults and choose instead to focus on what must be done. We must choose our missions wisely. It will not be easy. The Omnissiah will not send us here to do anything easy. It did not send us here to do anything easy. The threat to humanity present on this world will be eliminated, or we shall not leave. Thus the equation is balanced. It is the will of the machine god. Oh wow, I didn't expect that to pop open already. Acropis sector located. This tomb is bathed in a sickly green light that serves not to illuminate, but only to make the shadows deeper. Every surface seems connected via filaments of alien light. The design here speaks of Xenostech heresy, forbidden knowledge, and the structure as alive as anything inhabiting it. Early exploratory readings indicate the walls are made of substances not known to the rituals of metallurgy. Abstract designs carved into the substance suggest unknown regions of space mapped according to some alien understanding. The weight of such blasphemy slows the steps of the first troops to enter here. The heresies of knowledge are deadly enough, but it seems unlikely they are the only dangers. Welcome to the Custos Metallica, an Arc Mechanicus class battleship. It's huge. Also, fun thing with the Arc Mechanicus, they're generally so huge and ancient, the tech priests have forgotten half the stuff that's on there. Like, there was one book I read where some tech priests were on in an Arc Mechanicus, some stuff was going on, the Arc Mechanicus was in risk of being destroyed. And then the AI, they contacted the, not AI, the machine spirit, maybe a low-level AI. There's some iffiness about it. Might be an actual spirit willed into existence because of belief. Things like that happen in this universe. Whatever the case is. Anyway, they contacted the machine spirit and were like, "We're gonna die! How can we protect ourselves? We need your help." And the machine spirit's like, "Fine, I'll do it. I don't like them shooting me anyway." And opened up a section of the ship that they had no idea could even open up, and pulled out some weird black hole cannon, if I remember right, and basically erased the ship from the enemy ship from existence. Through it was even weirder than that. If I remember, it opened up, and it caused a weird space-time distortion, which caused the enemy ship to be in multiple places at once, which caused it to basically collide with itself and explode. Yeah, that sounds right. It was a weird story. Fun stuff. I believe it was the Forges of Mars series, 3-book series. Really cool. It had involved some characters that are now really current in the lore, but in kind of an interesting way that it's like, huh? Questions? Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Welcome to the Custos Metallica, an Arc Mechanicus class battleship. The battleship is one of the largest in the Imperium and is only afforded to the Adeptus Mechanicus. From here, you'll be able to customize your tech priest and prepare for the missions ahead. You can select missions from the character portraits on the left of the screen. Before we go on a mission, we should inspect and equip our tech priest. Head over to the Cohort tab. Cohort. Welcome to the Cohort quarters. Here you can see all the available tech priests and troop units currently unlocked. I'll have to unlock them through various missions. Troop units are shown at the top of the screen. Here you can see what skills each troop has available and all statistics for each unit. Tech priests are shown in the bottom 6 slots. Tech priests to begin customization. Yay, click you. Welcome to the Tech Priest customization screen. There are many ways to customize the Tech Priest. You can change their weapons, body augment, backpack, and upgrades, and more. You can upgrade your Tech Priest. Head to the Discipline button near the Tech Priest portrait now. Discipline! This is the Discipline screen. From here you can upgrade your Tech Priest using Blacksmith. Each discipline is focused on a different playstyle. Select one of the skills for one of the 6 disciplines skill trees now. Alright, so yeah, there's Explorator, Secutor, Tech, Auxilium, Lex Mechanic, Engine Seer, Dominus, and Zenerite. Zenerites tend to be the ones that are the most chill with using alien tech. And so they often get marked as heretics and killed. But they have enough of a form of there's enough people in that group that they're around. Now the question is, which one do I want to start? You can go down multiples of these, but it's going to cost you. Also, each tech priest has its... it's easier to just have a tech priest focus on one or two of these. But it's a matter of which ones are the best options for what I need them to do. Your next weapon attacks cognition cost is reduced by 2 cognition points. That could be really good for that one with the gun. It uses those because that would help a lot for reducing its costs. But let's see. Hit point restorations. All cognition points. Yeah, there's a lot I could do here. I'm gonna have to go through it all. It's gonna take a bit. And yeah, you can upgrade them, get more slots for equipment point values and whatnot. Cool. And see, not enough augment slots, so I can't give him that and I can't give him this weapon and that at the same time. Also, it doesn't look like I can use that one. Let me go to the other tech piece. Yeah, it looks like I don't have access to that one rifle I had during... Actually, I don't have access to any of the weapons I had during the tutorial. I'm gonna have to definitely do some upgrades, get them so they can equip a melee and a ranged weapon. I have to unlock a lot of things because I need better weapons. 1 to 2 energy damage sucks. 3 to 5 physical damage, okay, but it requires being melee. Not great. Alright. Missions. We've got a couple different ones here. I could choose this guy. And each one has their own rewards. But they're also different difficulties. Easy, Necron Warriors cannot fit scarabs as the enemies. Cognition costing, but it could switch to heal ability. Or a really nice rifle that could hit multiple targets, but uses 2 augmentation. Get some Blackstone, or I could do this guy's mission, which gives me a much... I don't even know if that's technically a better... I'm surprised this guy gives me a right weapon. Weird. But, I'm not even sure if that's technically a better melee weapon, because it's... I guess its machine spirit ability is really nice with destroying armor. And doing acid damage over 3 turns, so it's a little less oomph for initial hit, but more overall. Has a chance to miss you with its attacks going around. Yeah. And we can do a bit of both of their missions, really. It's not mutually exclusive. But, like, their end missions for these two is mutually exclusive, I know, because they're down different paths. Ultimately, I think I'm going to go the heretic route of sorts and go down this guy's route because I like heretic, and honestly, I think it's a smarter route for the universal continuation of humanity and whatnot. But Grim Derp, so usually that's not the right route for storyline, lore-wise. Because success, nah. Or even if I succeeded, it would be like end cutscene, but you'll probably die horribly because you dare go heresy. Things like that. Like, there's always a balance out. Because the horrible depression world of horrible things has to continue. But I could talk about the lore of this universe for probably days, really. There's so much. And there's so much. It's awesome. I love this game. I love this universe. I hope you'll keep watching. I want to record more. These are definitely going to be longer episodes because there's so much, and it's a turn-based game, so it's going to be slower. Comments? Leave a comment. What if you are familiar with this lore? What's your favorite tidbit of Mechanicus lore? And otherwise, hit like, hit subscribe to keep up with new video releases. I try to release pretty regularly. I've been doing a fairly good job of that for the last bit. I like a daily release schedule so far, but except for on Sundays, and I don't know if I'll be able to keep that up or not. I may have to spread it out a little bit, but I still want to keep it pretty regular if I can. But so, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great night, everyone. Bye.